God, I cannot wait for some fucking people to get in here, bro. I got some shit to tell y'all. Oh my God. I don't see the scooter I parked over there. I rode one of those like little I guess they're called limes in some city. They're called bird scooters down here. I rode one of those bird scooters down here. I don't see it now though. I parked it over there on the corner. But so I look, the waiting room started to get filled up. I went into that fucking back room with Miss Lynn. I was getting services. The waiting room's getting filled up. There's like 10 people out there. All of a sudden somebody started going off about like not getting help. I'm like, what the fuck is going on out there? And I'm like, attention, because she's helping me. I'm like, look, I'm trying to pay attention to what's going on here. And turns out bro was out there pissed, right? He's like throwing a fit. There's like 15 people, maybe like 10 out there in the waiting room just not getting help. And he goes, yeah, when I asked the lady why she got nobody, she said because they're all too scared to be out here doing their job. He goes, if you too scared to be out here doing your job, like, are we safe? Should we feel safe here? Are we okay to be here? How about you let the public know what's so scary? And I told him, I was like, dude, it's me. It's the fucking 5'8", 140-pound white kid with glasses who's frail as shit that's so scary because he's holding the camera. I just dropped my drink? Oh, no. Thought I dropped my drink. Yeah, they try to make me out to be, like, so scary or something, bro. Like, look, they got bro stationed right here. They got bro stationed right here, like, waiting to make sure nothing happened over there. So, they make you sit out here that whole time? Oh, bet. All right. They came down. They helped me once I signed in. Look, what's crazy is even after she started helping me, I was just saying it to my audience. There's like 10 people in that waiting room not getting any services, and the ladies are still saying they feel so scared they can't help them. But I'm back in a private room getting services. What about me? Is so, you know what I mean? Like, it's not about the camera. It's about them and their pride. And like, I wasn't trying to be disrespectful to y'all because it's the first time I met you, but that's why I'm adamant. Like, me engaged in protected activity can't be disturbing. That's just their feelings being hurt. You know what I mean? I'm not saying, ma'am, how do you feel today? What is your, you know what I mean? I'm not stopping them from getting services. That's all. And I get that it's dumb to even have to come out there, because when I walked in, I even told the lady, hey, listen, Watkins Security was out here before. Ashton already came down here. We already dealt with all this. I'm going to do my thing, and then I'm going to be gone. She just, like, couldn't accept that. You know what I mean? So I try to educate before this escalates to this, but take it easy, more. I was making sure they didn't have her sitting out there all day. I did. I made it out without the cuffs, baby. From Prince Frederick. I went to high school with Bradley. Oh, Bradley. Deputy Dick Bradley. Deputy Dick Bradley. Yep, that's the boy from the health department down there. You know what's funny, bro? Tommy, the whole reason they convicted me of that shit at the health department is because they said there was a sign on the front door, right? Yet when you go back to the health department, that sign is gone now. So does that mean that I can go back to the health department and do what I did before because the sign's gone? Does that give me like magic like authority over that? We just want to stop in and make sure they I just wanted to see what was on the third floor. I wanted to see if that other office was still here or if they have a new office in this building. No, that's good for you, Tommy. But yeah, they basically refused to help anybody that was in that building by saying I was so scary that they felt so unsafe they couldn't help anyone, and like literally left people sitting there for hours. And then as soon as they thought I was gone, it's so funny because I told them too, I go, watch, they're gonna come out the woodwork like fucking, oh, am I on the wrong floor? I'm like, watch, they're gonna come out the woodwork like cockroaches as soon as I fucking get over here, or as soon as I get out of here. And before I could even get out the building, they started coming around the corner.
Floor 3.
Look, they still open. Tony! Big Tony! Sorry, it's like loud in this fucking elevator. It's like a random ass fucking like humming a fan going on. I'll wait till I get outside. Come on. Come on. Floor 1. Yeah, they'll be pulled over everywhere, Tommy. Literally everywhere, all along Route 4. They'll be sitting right there where like the Wawa and the health department is. They'll be pulled over right before Main Street where like the courthouses are and shit. They sit right in them little medians and just like you said, run radar on people. They be on their ass. Exactly. Yep, that little brick sign that's right there across from the church or whatever, as soon as you cross the county line. Whatever happened to John Cena after that one ninja assaulted him at the voting spot? He filed a $200,000 lawsuit against the city and the county's voting commissions. And that's still in federal circuit in Baltimore. I'm going to start calling myself... I thought his name said Taco Tracy. I'm going to start calling myself Taco Tracy. I need that. Brother, I'm stealing that. Tao, I am stealing that for myself. I'm going to be Taco Tracy from now on. But no, yeah, I had filed it's a $190,000 civil rights violation lawsuit that is currently still in federal court and pending litigation. We all filed I filed my original brief. The state had filed their answers, and then I filed an answer to their answer. So we're waiting for the judge to review it and rule accordingly. Taco Tuesday. I guess it'd technically be Taco Thursday, wouldn't it? Shit, me too, brother. I also hope I win that. Look, even if I don't win, a monetary amount of money, it's about the change that came out of this. The voting commissions for both Anne Arundel County and Annapolis City have already developed committees around studying the ambiguity of the voting place laws and the restrictions involving First Amendment protected activity at these voting places. So they've already developed an entire committee to study the ambiguity of that and make sure these situations don't happen again. So it's like I told that lady in there, I'm not very religious. I don't want to say I don't believe in God or I do believe in God. It's not that I do or don't. I think I'm more spiritual than anything. But they say God gives his hardest battles to his strongest warriors. And if it takes me getting my head busted open and dealing with all that shit to make sure no one else has to be treated like that in this city, I'll take that. I'll take that head cracking any day. If I can save one person from having to go through the bullshit that I dealt with, I'll take a head cracking. Because I'll be all right. How's the health going? Not as many headaches? Yeah, not as many headaches. Now, I did see my oncologist on, what was that? Oh my God, that was Wednesday. Today's Friday. Oh my God, I thought today was Thursday. Fuck, today's Friday. Yeah, so I just saw my oncologist on Wednesday. While it was not the news that I was hoping for, it wasn't necessarily bad news either. The blood levels are slightly elevated. The hematocrit level is up. My protein levels are up. My hemoglobin's up, and my red blood cell count is up. Well, I should say elevated slightly. But no, we're getting there. Look, it's not like anything to be worried about. They're not They're not elevated to a point where I'm like, oh, I got to start doing new treatments or more shit. It could be an accumulation of anything, like diet, sleep, stress, like not taking your medications as planned or as many times as you should. Like any little thing could cause the small increase in what we had. So it's nothing to be worried about. I do have to go back and see him in 3 months now instead of 6 months like I was on. So seems like we're slightly going backwards, but no, we're getting there. Thank you, Erica. Appreciate you for asking. Young Jimmy. That's my boy, though. That's my boy, though. Nah, he's doing good, man. Young Jimothy. Young James Michael Chomperton III. Dude, what's crazy is, like, y'all didn't even really have any, like, backstory on what the fuck happened today. So, literally since, like, April 30th, I've been calling down to that place, and they've just been lying to me, like, time in and time out. Oh, yeah, we're going to put this through. Someone will call you in 2 days. And then 4 days will go by, and I call them, and they go, well, all we can do is put another work order through, and someone will call you in 2 days. And then 3 more days will go by. Well, all we can do is... And I'm like, okay, I'm not going to keep doing this. As I said in the thing, the last time I spoke to somebody, we had agreed that I was going to come and meet at 9 o'clock in the morning. Then she called me while I was at the oncologist. I obviously couldn't get that call. There's no fucking service in my doctor's office. I can't even look at my phone in there. It sucks. Anyway, I had the missed call, so I called and left a voicemail back. And I was like, wait, what? Hogan, what the fuck? Larry Hogan running again? What the fuck going on out here? Anyway, yeah, so I had, like, told the lady, yeah, in the voicemail, okay, I'm going to give you some time. I won't show up at 9 o'clock. I'll give you time to do what you need to do. But if I don't hear back by 3, then I'll show up in there. So that's what I did. 3:15 came around. I didn't hear back. I gave her a call. She didn't answer. I went in there. They got all butthurt, and they were like, seems to me like you don't really have an appointment because you don't have an official time. I go, can you literally just go ask Miss Davis if I said that I would do this? And she'll say, yeah, that's exactly what he said he would do. And I said, okay. No, I'm not doing that. You can leave, though. Excuse me? No, I'm not leaving. I'm here for public services. I'm not fucking leaving just because you don't want to go do your job. Yeah, you will, or I'll call the police. I go, well, fucking call the police. I don't give a shit. So the police came out there, they threw a fit for like 40 minutes, acted like they were trying to help somebody, and ultimately made me leave there under threat of arrest yesterday at 4:51 p.m. Now, I didn't care because it was 4:51, so I'm not going to ask for a supervisor and throw a fit because I knew by the time a supervisor got out there, it would have been after 5 o'clock anyway, and I would have had to leave. So I let them win that small battle for the day. I went home, I plotted, and I came back prepared for the war today. That's why, damn, it's hot as fuck out here, dude. It was cold as shit this morning. I'm sweating my sack off. When the fuck do they get vehicles like that? Whoa. Anyway, damn, that just blew my fucking mind. I hadn't seen a city vehicle like that before. I forget what I was even saying. Oh, yeah. So I came back today prepared for the fucking war. I came in there to gather content for the story, to be able to get all the evidence of what was happening, the things that were going down, this, that, and the third, prove it. I'm holding the phone like this, like it's fucking videotaping the street. That's how dumb I am right now. Thanks, Poppy D. Appreciate your brother, my man. Loose Skunk, what up, babe? But yeah, so that was ultimately how it happened. I came back today with my camera and my microphone to do a news story before asking for services. So they tried everything they could to not help your boy, but I was just smart enough to make sure I went before 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Why the fuck am I walking? Why am I walking? I literally was looking for one of those scooters, bro. I get distracted. Fucking brain is mush from dealing with that shit that I'm literally just like walking around aimlessly towards my house when I've already paid for a scooter. I'm telling you. But yeah, I just want to come in and give like a little bit of rundown of let y'all know that I left there. Everything is okay. I was allowed to finish videotaping. I did get all the services I needed to get. And they still refuse to help anybody under the guise of being unsafe. So that's where we're at now. So my buddy Lemon used to live right here. So this is City Hall. My buddy Lemon used to live right here on the top floor. Baby, we done drank a lot of beers up there. There's this sketchy ass staircase right here. Look at it. So we would come back from downtown drunk and try to walk up this sketchy ass rickety staircase that like wasn't even bolted onto the wall. The whole deck was like leaning, but man, we used to have some good times up there. Shout out Lem. Shout out Lurbid. Shout out Lembid. All right, y'all be safe out there. I'm gonna holler at y'all when I get home. Take it easy. Peace out. Love y'all.